Number 4. Shane has $3.65 pocket. Okay, they show me the amount of money he has. Just to help myself out, I'm going to write it down. $3.65. That's what he's got. It says, which of the following does not show the amount of money Shane has in his pocket? Since I have a piece of paper here, they're asking for not. I'm going to keep a track of that, okay? So next to all of my answer choices, I'm going to put yes and no, yes and no, yes and no, yes. I'm looking for the one that's a no. There should only be one. Okay, the first one, answer choice F, says $3.65. Take a look at that. Exactly the way I wrote it. The only thing they did different was put the dollar sign in front. So yes, that's the way you could write that. Answer choice G, using expanded notation. Well, we could do that too. Make my place value chart. I know there's a decimal. There's only one place value in front of the decimal. My ones place. But I've got two place values after the decimal. We said earlier in the question we just finished that right after the decimal is a tenth. But what's the next decimal? What's that decimal place value that's smaller than the tenth? The models that looks like the little itty bitty squares. What do we call those? Not tenths, but what are those called? Starts with an 8. It takes a lot of them to make a whole. Jadine? What's that next place value called, Jadine?
Ones?
Not ones, because the ones are the whole thing. The one whole. We have tenths. What's the smaller one? Smallest decimal we talked about.
0.1?
That would be the tenth. Kylie, you think you can help her out? What are they called?
It's called the hundredths.
The hundredths. So if these are the tenths, the smaller ones are the hundredths. And again, I'm going to use just lowercase letters because they're itty bitty little things. Now, just like the tenth, we write our reminders. The tenths are like dimes because it takes 10 of them to make a dollar. And we write 0.1. But the hundredths, they have a little bit of a different reminder. The hundredths, it takes 100 of them. So what's the name of the coin that you need 100 of them to make a dollar? Those are what? Not dimes anymore, but what? What kind of coin do you need 100 of if you want a dollar? Chase? What coin is it, Chase, that I need 100 of to make a dollar? pennies. And then on top of that, I write my decimal. So not 0.1, but 0.01. I'm going to write my number into my place value chart, 3.65. And I'm going to see if this expanded notation matches. The 3 is in the ones place. 3 times 1. That's good. 6 is in the tenths place. 6 times 0.1. 6 times 0.1. That's also good. The 5 is in the hundredths. What do I have to multiply with the 5 to show that it's in the hundredths place? It's not 5 times 1 because it's not in the ones place. It's not 5 times 0.1 because it's not in the tenths place. What would it be? 5 times what? Brianna, what would I need? 5 times what? Who can help me out? What do I need? 5 times what would show me that it's in the hundredths? Not 5 times 1, because that's the ones place. On top of the tenths, I put 0.1, but it's not the tenths place. If it's in the hundredths, it's what? Violet? 5 times what?
10.
No, not times 10. It's not in the
Times
tens place. What is it?
hundreds.
It's in the hundredth place, but how do I show that? 5 times what?
Five times.
Take a look at what I always write on top. There's a reason for it.
5 times 1.
Not 1. What did I write right here?
0, 0.1.
Not 0.1. That's in the tenths. In the hundredths, what is it?
0.100. 0.10.
0.01.
0.01.
That's why I always write them down. It's not because I like it, because it's fun, because it's interesting, or because it makes my paper magical in any way. It's so I can remind myself. If it's in the 10th place, it's 0.1. If it's in the hundredths place, it's 0.01. And look what I have there. 5 times 0.01. So that also works. Yes, Jadine.
I know the answer.
Okay. So, what do you think, Jadine?
It's answer H because the last one is 0.05 and it's not 0.015.
Not a bad guess, but for the wrong reasons. 0.6. Look at this. I'm going to use my place value chart again, okay? If I just want the 6 by itself, The decimal stays in the same place, and the 6 would go here. Right, JD? I didn't move my 6, did I?
Say it again, sorry.
Okay. I didn't move the 6, did I? It stayed in the same place?
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be 0.6. If I want the 5 by itself, I didn't move the 5, right? In the same place?
Yeah.
Decimals in the same place?
Yeah.
0.05. So that part's okay. But I do like that you noticed something about answer choice age. Look what happens if I have the 3 by itself. If I have the 3 by itself,
It's just $3 and it doesn't have any cents in it.
yeah, just $3. Look what they put.
$30.
They put $30. $30 is a lot different than $3.
It's 3 times more than that.
10 times more. So a lot more, right?
Yeah.
So that one's a no. Not because of the 6, not because of the 5, but because of the 3.
The 3.
They put that in a completely different place value, which makes it a completely different number.
I didn't notice that.
With
I noticed the 5.
With these ones, you have to look really, really carefully. Because just moving a number from one place value to another is a big, big difference. Like
Okay,
I told you guys before, and I like using money because it works pretty well. But if I owe you $30, Jadine, and I give you 3, can I tell you that's it? That's all the money I owe you.
No, cause
No. I still owe you a lot of money after that.
yeah, you do.
So that one's a no. It doesn't match. Because they put 30 instead of just 3.
So it's the right answer because it's saying in the question what shows the not amount. Like
You are right. This one says
wrong
which
amount.
does not show, and this one does not show a way that it could be written.
Yeah, so answer H is the right answer.
Answer H is the right answer. If I look at J, they did everything correctly. 3 ones, there's a 3 in the ones place. 6 tenths, the 6 in the tenths place. 5 hundredths, 5 in the hundredths. So the only one that messed anything up was H.